What an absolute joy to have Toni Darroch standing next to me in the flesh. How are you?
Yes, I'm back.
It's great to see you.
You all right?
Lovely to see you.
I
And
know.
what a way to come
Me
back
and
and
my
bring
bestie.
us an incredible, the latest. Well, actually, let me, before we even tell you what it is, tell you that over 40% of the stock has gone already. Toni's done
Thank
it
you so
again.
much.
This is her Stamps by Me, crafted with love, special edition, premium being the important word, magazine issue number 1. Now, we'll have seen those magazine box collections, £9.99. You get a few pages, you get a die, you get a rubber stamp. Toni is on another level when it comes to that. I've always said she's classy. What she's done is she has made this a premium thing.
What you don't know is that I only get a wash when I come to TV. I don't look like this all the time, Martin.
Yeah, of course you miss out because it's Sunday, it's bath night. You're going to miss out this week,
Yeah,
aren't
it'll be
you?
waiting for me when I get home.
This is awesome. I tell you what, you've been buying this like crazy before we started. Let me ask Toni to talk you through what's in here because it's brilliant.
Yeah, so you know that previously I have brought you lovely magazines with items in there, some free goodies, some stamps and things like that. But it's always been in partnership with Practical Publishing, and that's absolutely amazing. And we've done several, and there probably will be more. But this is independent of Stamps by Me, so this is our own in-house. I'm calling it a bookazine because it's not even a magazine; it's a book.
Yeah.
It's glued, it's not stapled, so your papers are not going to tear inside and things like that. And it just comes with so much inspirational content. There's no ads, there's no other items to support anything else. It is just pure inspiration. And I'm using this as like my sort of marketing tool for you all, because I realise that if you get this home, you follow the inspiration and use the goodness inside, you'll come back for more.
Absolutely. We have a problem I forgot to tell you before the show. I don't like to show what's in the magazines when we're live.
Okay, can we just show 2 or 3 pages over there?
All right, because the problem is...
And the papers.
You know what it's like.
I
when
know.
you buy something, you don't want to really...
No, I won't spoil it. I won't
You want to
spoil
get it home and you want to stroke it.
I don't even think people are going to use this. It's so nice.
I mean, I can give you a quick look. There you go. It's brilliant. It really is brilliant.
It is so nice. What I will say to you, though, as always, is on the back of it, we have that QR code, so you can scan the QR code. That gives you further inspiration. In the back of the book is the papers, and I will show you the papers when we go to the other side. So you get your creative magazine, okay, yeah, brilliant, absolutely amazing. And inspirational content, I always think, is you can't put a price on it. If you're learning something new, or if you're not even crafting and you want a bit of mindfulness and all you're doing is just sitting having a coffee, brilliant. But what else do we get with our lovely creative magazine? Now, what I've put in here is not just fillers, because it's all good and well to put fillers in and little bits and pieces to make you be creative. What I've put in here is our top selling products that we bring to you time and time again on Create and Craft. So we have some reflection collection stamps, we have lamination stamps with a gown in there as well, we have some really wonderful sentiments in there. That's an A4 set, so that alone in itself, if you were to buy it, and I'm being generous here, £20, say, for an A4 stamp set. And then down by the base there, we have a 5-step layering stencil system and a coordinating die. So I've given you absolutely everything you need to be creative from the get-go. All you need is some ink pad, which you've already got, and some brushes. Now, Martin's just seen something in the back here from our craft battles. Sarah's going to kill me. Don't show, she doesn't know.
Oh, I was going to say, the Golden Girls have let themselves go, haven't they? Look.
It's a craft battle, we both mean war.
Look at her face, look at Sarah's face.
And she's going to kill me.
Oh my word.
She literally is going to kill me now I've shown that, but it honestly, and you get a flavour of what Stamps by Me do outside of Create and Craft as well, and we connect all of the dots. So with the things that we bring to you here, we use time and time again in our own studios. We have craft battles, we have craft offs, we have live shows, and that inspirational content you really, really can't buy. So the collective as a combination.
From there, okay, sorry, I'll actually come back to me. From halfway through the book to the back is some of the best quality cardstock I've ever seen in a magazine.
I know.
I've never seen it that quality. What is this, 350 GSM or something?
3, yeah.
Oh my goodness, you're going to see this in detail.
So,
maybe not necessarily what's in here, because I want to save that for a great surprise when you get it home. But that, Toni Darroch, is the best cardstock I've ever seen in a magazine. It is extraordinary.
We don't want to see the glue through, do we? And we don't want to see the tape.
Honestly,
so.
it's worth it for that. That is brilliant.
I think a lot of people, we launched this in America, and this is exclusive to you here in the UK now for 7 days, okay? So make the most of it. Once it's gone, Create and Craft have got most of the stock, so make the most of it. But what I will say to you is the journey continues once you've purchased the items, okay? You will be able to connect with myself and many other lovely guests that you see here and use this time and time again. And it's not a throwaway magazine as well.
No.
The stamp set gives longevity. The layering stencil system is one of a colloquial floral piece which can be used for any occasion, birthdays, the ones that we don't particularly like doing, even gents cards if you change up the colour and things like that. So the combination and the coordination is incredible.
Okay, we need to move on because there's something else I want you to put in your baskets before you check out on this one. But this is under £30. The value you're getting is extraordinary. I mean, you're saving £15 as a club member on the deal itself. But I think if you were to put all those in individually, it would come to quite a bit more. You are going to love this magazine. Seriously, you are going to love it. You'll love the laminated stamps, the laminated the stencils, I should say. You'll love the stamps, you'll love the die. That is a must-have. It's as simple as that. I know we bring you stuff every day that's a must-have, you know, but there are some must-haves and there are some must-haves. And this is a must-have. Over half the stock has gone now. Okay, and the next one is not going to be here with us until November, so I'm not going to be able to do them monthly because... Good, that's good. I don't think it should be monthly. I wouldn't be able to keep up with the content of it, Martin. And I think having those 2 or 3 a year is going to get you excited for the next one. You can invest, if you save your money, you can invest in it as well. But again, you can't put a price on the inspiration, and I feel like sometimes we do hold your hand when we bring you products. We have QR codes on everything, right? But the magazine is a page-by-page system where you can follow A, B, C and D. And again, there are QR codes inside for further inspiration as well. I've packed the magazine mostly with the card stock. You have. But there's QR codes in there and there are already videos loaded on there of me being creative. Look, I've launched about every single magazine that Create Craft has ever done, right? And I'm telling you now, and I'm not just saying this because I want it to do really well for you. I honestly, that is the best quality cardstock I've ever seen in a magazine. Okay, what you're going to see in the front of it is fantastic as well because Toni's done it and she's very astute and she knows what you want. I don't particularly want to show you what the first 25, 30 pages are because that spoils it a little bit for me. So when Toni shows you, I'll tell you to look away and tell you when to look back because so many people will want to get this home and read it page by page without getting a glimpse of it before they see it. Yeah, absolutely. And do you know what's really cool about this magazine, I forgot to touch on it, is you know how this has been to HSN and it's now available in the UK, totally exclusive to Create and Craft, which is amazing, really. It's a hybrid. So if you know Stamps by Me and myself, we love to connect our viewers. So we have American viewers, we have UK viewers. So the magazine's got a hybrid of pulling our lovely viewers from across the pond and UK and bringing you together and being creative together. Okay, we'll come back to this. It is going absolutely crazy. Before we do that, we have a happy hour. You're saving £15.30 on your magazine. Let's see what your happy hour costs. Have a look. Oh, look at that. There you go. See, now I always say 30 years of marriage tells me that £15.30 saved isn't really saved. It's now available to spend. Yes. Isn't it? Yeah? Yeah. So why not get the happy hour? Look at this. This is your Alice stamp and... You're saving £26.50. It's $13.49. You don't look very happy about that. I was just thinking to myself, did I put that price on there thinking it was a £30 product when actually it's not? But, that is amazing. Okay, you want to grab that one as well. You've got 50 minutes, it won't last. But we've got something else new on the show for you as well. So before you go checking out, you want to see the new, these stamps that stencils, yes? Stamps, sorry. Stamps that you've got. Already 20% of them gone anyway, so, okay, tell us what we've got. So if you're not invested in a magazine, magazines are not your thing, that's absolutely fine. Bookazine, whatever you want to call it. This is our lamination system, which is that 2-part system that makes you look like an artist. Couldn't be any simpler, right? So you get the 2 stamps, it's not a choice of you get both. And then if you look at the system here, you have a dark portion and a sort of detailed portion. And this is what's going to give you the look of the watercolour, which is on here. We always do a visual for you on the front of the packet, so you have a visual.
Tells you how many pieces you get in, and you also get that QR code. Now you're looking at that cute duck that was on the show the other day. You can check him out. He's still on the website. But basically, put them together, spray them with water, and guess what? We look amazing, and we love anything that's going to make us look better than we actually are as card makers. So let me just show you a handful of the samples. So no two cards are ever going to be the same, but the detailed portion of it could be used on its own and coloured with your traditional means, so your alcohol markers, your pens, your pencils, whatever it may be. But if you want to team them up, these are the sort of results, and you can see there's white space in there, which some people find really difficult, like me. So to have the stamp combination and the system to be able to create beautiful cards that people may ask the question when you give them to them, did you paint that? Don't have to tell lies, do we? That's probably why we've got the biggest noses in the world right now. But yeah, so you can be creative, add white, add black, whatever you want to. Now, I brought lamination because I feel like we haven't done lamination for quite a while, and florals are always classic, and I know lots of you collect these. And again, Create and Craft have all the stock again, which, because I haven't been here for quite a while, so it's good to be back. So hopefully you like what we've brought to you today.
I can tell you that they absolutely love it, Tony. I really can. FlexiPay is your friend here if you're going for the magazine, the happy hour, and the brand new lamination stamps. What a fantastic offer we have for you tonight. You're saving £11 on this particular deal as well. So just amazing. Now, it's up to you. What do you want to do? Do you want to show?
Shall we just talk about this?
Oh, yes, the storage.
This happy accident. Look at this.
Okay.
You get two.
Two of them?
You get both.
Wow.
So basically it's just a desktop tidy here. Now I can't tell you the story behind here, but these are just a little happy accident that our viewers at home are going to benefit from. So you get both of them. They are this sort of like rustic orange, but if you have a tabletop that is cluttered with rubbish everywhere, get it inside this type of organiser. It's a steal at that price. Get your scissors in, your pens, your pencils, your glue, your seeds, whatever seed beads, and pop them in. And you know, it is what it is. But if you are a crafter that's got stuff on the counter and stuff everywhere, the gentleman here said, oh, I could put my paintbrushes in there. Mine's on my desk full of paintbrushes, so, and it spins as well, so you get both, and it's a really good bargain.
I'd say it's £11.69. I mean, you've got more than that saving on your laminated stamps, so have a think about that one as well. Well, pair of them. I think that's really cool. One for you, one for a present. Okay, 2/3 of the new MAGA bookazine, whatever you want to call it, has now gone, right? 2/3 has gone, and it's only 1/4 past. You are going to adore this. It is, I would say, 60% some of the best cardstock I've ever seen in a magazine. I mean, it is proper cardstock. It's not magazine quality cardstock. It's the real McCoy.
Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. So let's show you some of the designs that are in the magazine. So it does have all of the...
Don't look if you don't want to see it.
I'm just flicking through it. It just has all of that lovely inspirational content here. But let's just have a look at the papers. So you'll know it's Stamps by Me. You can see the theme run straight through. So we have our toppers with all of the lovely pre-printed sentiments. So if you just like to fussy cut and just build a card from that, so be it, you can. Then we have two of the larger panels. You can see this is totally Stamps by Me. They are double-sided. Sorry about the missing pieces because these are mine. We haven't got mice at Stamps by Me, I promise. And then you get a lovely sheet of sentiments which you can cut through if you want to. They're double-sided as well. So...
they're just saying in my ear that the orange storage on the bottom of the screen is going to sell out momentarily. You've got to be in quick like that.
I mean, just tidy your stations guide for a tenner. Just tidy your stations.
Yeah, amazing.
So we have the double-sided as well. So, and then you have some fussy cut elements if you do like to fussy cut. And then we have some more panels. These are sort of like the papers that you all know Stamps by Me for. So then we have some marble effect designs on there as well. And then keep going, keep going. They're all different panels. Then you get the super large ones. Lots of you have been waiting for this magazine. When I launched this on HSN, you were all like, right, okay, when's it coming to you? I got proper bullied, so it's here now, so don't miss out. And then you get these cute panels as well, which are so cool for the stamps. And I'll show you the stamps in a second. So you get your panels, then some nice abstracty ones, then like smaller card designs as well. Like I said, it's a hybrid for your smaller card makers to your large card makers. Nice big bold patterns on there, and this is what Martin was laughing at. And you can see the craft battle on the bottom here where we have 4 minutes to make a card. So that is, well, I've lost the last two, believe it or not. I don't know how, but I think people are feeling sorry for Sarah.
70% of the stock has gone. I'm sure at 9 o'clock, Charlie, I'll happily flick through all the pages at the front, but I've always had a thing about not showing too much of what's in the magazine, because people are buying this because they love Stamps by Me. So they know what's going to be in the magazine is going to be something that they really want to see. When you go in and buy your favourite, I don't know, hello, okay, do you read it before you take it home? No, you buy it. It's normally wrapped in
that's why they do it, isn't it? To stop you from doing it.
Yeah, but you get it home and you take me time. You get that cup of coffee out, you sit down, nobody can disturb you, you read your magazine. And I can tell you, you'll have to trust me on this one, there is some fabulous techniques in here. There's a word search, we've got card demonstrations, and as I said, become an artist with lamination stamps, so it'll give you lots of tips on how to use your lamination stamps, and so much more. You saw those pictures at the beginning. There's the duck as well that we were talking about. There's lots of now it's an independent magazine, so what you won't find in here is any adverts for the local tractor show or corn plasters or anything like that. What you will find is adverts of products that are coming up from Stamps by Me. I know, and I don't know whether that's coming to Create and Craft or not, so I'm not going to show it to everyone. Is it?
Yeah, but we don't say.
No. Okay. It says shh in it. Coming soon. Scan the QR code or click the notify me button. I can't tell you what it is, I'm afraid, but if you get the magazine, you'll be one of the first to know.
It's such a tease. I'll be like on social media tomorrow, we're talking about this, and let the cat out of the bag. You're really good at it.
Yeah. No, don't. I'm not going to tell you what those are. Okay. One project in 3 different ways here. It's just superb. And then you get into that fantastic cardstock. You can't afford to miss it. Based with the stamps and the stencils you're getting in the die, it's amazing. And talking of the stamps, here they are. Oh, this is limited stock, I'm afraid. If you want that, you need to grab that as quickly as you can. You get a pair of them.
I love a deal.
Yeah,
that is an absolute deal.
It doesn't.
So this one is the A4 set, excuse mine, because it's a used one, but you get some florals lamination. So if you're brand new to florals, the whole bookazine introduces you to some of our best sort of concepts, because we're really good at Stamps by Me at conceptual sort of things. We're not just a one-trick pony. We don't just bring you stamps all the time. We have so many different concepts that make you look fantastic. So we have the florals, so your solid portion, your outline. Then we've got a creative gown. You've seen all of the lovely samples on that VT and over on the pod over there. Then we have the reflection trees, which I'm just going to push up here. I'm going to use this one in my demo as well. And then we have some bows, some butterflies, some hats. So it's very generic, but you can team it up with your festivities if you want to, or your birthday celebrations. And then we have a whole bunch of different sentiments in there as well. It doesn't end there. So that's your A4 stamp set. And then you also get your layering stencils with a coordinating die. Now, to even have the die is a Brucey bonus, because, you know, being able to cut it out without having to fussy cut is incredible. So you get the, excuse mine, because they are used, 5 lovely stencils and the coordinating die that create the most beautiful sort of 3D roses. Now, this one's a little bit abstract. I'm going to use this in my demo, but just to show you that no corners have been cut. You know our 3D designs. I haven't put a rubbish 3D design in there just so you're going to buy my magazine. It's high end. You're going to get so much fun out of this. Just change up the colour and create your own unique floral designs.
I just noticed this. Can I just show everyone?
Of course.
Because I saw it in the magazine as well. See that stamp there? Okay. Any ideas what that might do? Here's a clue. Isn't that fantastic? That is fantastic, and there's a whole thing about it in the magazine as well.
Reflection.
I'm
It's
in
just
for
amazing.
that one stamp.
And you are very much like me, Martin. We like cards that are either classic in design or tell a story.
Yep.
That is telling me a story.
It's fantastic.
On our bikes down there.
Absolutely brilliant, and that's what that stamp there is going to give you.
Yeah,
Okay.
just absolutely wonderful, honestly. It's just a lovely one. And if your budget is such that you've just got £30 for the month, then you're going to get a whole ton of product here for that
Absolutely,
£30.
yeah.
So shall we do a quick demo?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so let's start with this layering
Before it all
stencils.
sells out.
Okay, let's start with the layering stencils first. Because it is, if you know our layering stencil system, you'll know how it simply works. It comes with the pre-punched hearts in the corners to line them up. Super simple. I'll just put my hand underneath there. So you can just line the hearts up if you want to, but once you've done it once, you've probably probably won't line them up. So let's just grab a piece of card here. Now I am going to show you how to do that sort of abstracty watercolour effect. In fact, no, I'm going to do two at the same time, and I'm going to spray one to give you that abstract look and leave one natural, and then you, the viewer at home, can decide which you would prefer as a card maker. So let's do two at the same time, why not? So they are numbered. So get them into some order here. So number 4, number 5, and you could, they're just etched in the corner. I can just show you 3. It's just etched in the corner there. 3, 2, and 1. So let's start. Okay, let's start with number 1.
Before you start,
okay.
People found these on the show.
Yeah.
On a very good deal, and they are very nearly limited stock. So I thought I'd show them to you now before they've all gone. They are the inks, the dye inks in, well, they're in French. So there's a rosé, there's a petrol. I don't know what Brut de Noir is, chocolate or something.
Chocolate
maybe?
and a yellow.
Yellow, okay. They are $8.99 for, wow, $8.99 for all 4 of them?
Yeah, they're normally $4.99 each. The reason I put these in, Martin, is because I felt like if we've got a newbie watching today and they got the magazine, they would need some ink to do the stencils.
Got you, okay.
So I've put these in at a real good steal because I don't want you to have to invest 50 quid to get the magazine to do all the rest of the things. So that's why I popped those in
All right,
there.
well, we're showing them to you now because by the time we got round to showing them to you properly, they probably would have been sold out. So, in fact, they're technically sold out. I'll hold on to them. Basically, that means that they've gone in people's baskets and they're just going through the process of checking them out. So you can't buy them at the moment. You might do if some of those baskets don't get done. Oh, and the orange storage has gone the same way. If it's in your basket, the only way you can get it now is checking it out. I'll leave them down there. In any case, any of these, people don't check their baskets out. 3/4 of the new bookazine.
Bookazine, that's a good name.
Should we go for that?
Bookazine.
It's a bookazine. That's gone, 3/4 of this, so we'll just get on with the demoing. I can't believe it's only 22 minutes past.
Right, so I'm going to do 2 cards. We'll do them exactly the same colours because I've only got a few brushes. But I'm going to spray one and I'm going to leave one just absolutely plain as. So we'll go with this one, a bit of colour so you can see stage 1 perfect. So let's do stage 1 on this piece. And then you can see at home how different your designs look if you either change the colour, you add a bit of water, you jazz it up a little bit, totally your call. But the 3D element of them is absolutely wonderful. I love the 3D stencils. We do a ton. So there we go. So 1 and 2. So on this one...
At the moment, I'm looking at a rather...
awkward.
No, I'm looking at a dwarf or a gnome who's got quite a big bottom and he's bending over doing something. Look, there's his hat, you see, and there's his bottom there, yeah? See? Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's a builder's bum dwarf or gnome leaning over, or you could see a toucan in there as well.
Yes.
Do you see a toucan in there? Yeah, scary, eh?
Right. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to ruin it. I'm going to add some water just for now. We'll dry it off in a second. So that's number 1, okay? Then we're going to grab number 2. Now I like the water to just disperse the design a little bit there. So number 2. So I'm just going to pop number 2 and I just line it up with the edge of my cardstock here. But if you don't want to use the edge of your cardstock, ladies and gentlemen, just put some ink through the 4 hearts and then you're good to go. So let's go pink this time.
Okay, I've got another limited stock for you. The sparkle pens have already gone limited stock.
What?
Huh?
What is that going on?
They have already gone limited. Your Gossip Sparkle Pen Trio in clear at $8.99 club price have already gone limited. If you know what they are, that's why you've gone for them.
Well,
amazing.
I think I've been missed.
Yeah, I think you have.
So I'm going on now with just a pink on top. So get some pink, 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 push it through.
Yep, they've sold out. The sparkle pens have now gone. If any come back into stock, I will let you know as before. Wow.
So there we go, so a bit of pink. So now you can see the dimensions slowly coming together, okay? So let me just grab my heat tool very quick, blast this off. Super, super quick.
No worries.
I like to have the I like this style better for me personally. You have options, and I'll show you in a second how it's going to come together quite quick. Just mop up that puddle with my finger a little bit. Now, if you wet it too much and you think, oh, I've totally lost my design now, I don't feel like you can see any of it, there is no harm in going back to number 1, popping it back on, and just sort of like confirming it a little bit more if you want to. I'm not going to do it because this is the style I'm going for. So then number 2 on this one, line it up in the corner of my card, and then we'll just pop some pink on this one. And you don't have to spray every layer, okay? So I might not spray this one, I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. So I'm just going to get that pink on there like so. So now you can see my designs coming together pretty quick. So then number 3, so let's pop number 3 on here. Now let's just add a darker colour. Let's go this one. Get a different colour. So just line the stencil up with the edge of my card, but pop some ink through the hearts if you need to. So I'll just add this dark purple on here, using the Funky Fossil brushes which are on the website. So now you can see my designs coming together quite well.
Indeed.
And then let's pop this one on here. And just line it up with the edge of my card.
By the way, we'd love to hear from you. We might have some time to kill at this rate. So if you want to get in touch, studio@createandcraft.com. Always good to hear from you. If you want to ask Toni a question, anything specific, please do get in touch. Look at that.
So then I'm going to spray this one again. I would like it a little bit more abstracted, so it's nicely bleeding for me there.
26 minutes in, we're nearly 80% of the magazine gone. And we did have a lot of stock, I know. Well, we sold over 40% before we went live.
I know. So let's go green. So this is where sort of like, if you're a little bit of a customer crafter type style person who worries thinking I'm doing something wrong, it still don't look right. I always say see your design through, start to finish, okay? Because it's not till the very last moments that things start to come together. So let's get some green through here. So this is my leaves now.
I'm going to sneeze at some point. Oh, hay fever's been terrible around here.
I know, we were crying when I walked in. I thought he'd miss me. Oh no, it's hay. No,
it's crying with joy.
It's hay fever, Toni. It's hay fever. Like, oh. So there we have some. Now you can see it's sort of like quickly coming together. Still looks a little bit loose, but coming together. So
I can
this
see
one.
now that is a lovely bud up at the top there.
We've lost our little gnome.
Yeah, he's gone now.
He's gone now. So I'm just
disappeared into the flower. Yeah.
Dry this one off here very quickly, and then we'll move on to the same stencil. So I like doing 2 cards at the same time because you get an insight
I don't think I've
into.
ever seen that done.
I think you get a better insight because we're obviously limited on time. You get a better insight of the different things that you can do. So let's get the green on here. So you can see all of that bleed there, and it's starting to come together beautifully. So I'll just move this green over here, and then we'll put some green through. I think I might spray the green leaves too. And if you do this technique and you're like, oh, it's a bit too much for me, it's not my style, you have the die to cut it out, so it'll cut off all the bleed as well anyway. Yeah. So there we have the green there. So let's just give it a little, not all, just a little bit, she says. Right, and then the last one on here is precise, so we'll go with the same colour green, I guess, and we'll just press on a little bit harder.
I reckon sold out by 22, the magazine. I think the rate that it's going, we're now halfway through the show, but 80% gone. Obviously, still quite a few people to check out, but you've just got to get it in your basket. That's the most important thing. You've got halfway there if you get it in your basket. Oh, wow.
So there you have that lovely cluster of roses on there in an orange, pink and purple delicate colour. So let's just
really coming together, that is.
Let's just dry this one.
I could have been drying that while you were...
Yeah.
You should have asked me.
It's all right.
I'm good at that sort of mundane, crafty stuff.
You like putting embossing powder away as well, don't you?
Yeah, anything like that. Yeah, I was rolling stuff up this morning. Yeah, stamped with a sponge. I'm on it, I am. I'll be standing in for a poorly guest.
Do you take the bins out at home?
Yes.
Yeah.
And everything else.
I can tell.
Yeah.
So then number 5 on here. So this one I won't spray because I want to sort of like pull back the design a little bit so it doesn't look too like a hot mess. But when you've done this 5th stencil on this particular one, ladies and gentlemen, the cool thing is if you've like lost maybe the design from stencil 1, just grab stencil 1 and go and define it a little bit more. Bring it back into play and just define it a little bit more. That's all you need to do. So let's just see how this looks at the moment.
Oh my, yeah.
So
look at
that's
that.
like a nice abstract piece, isn't it? But
It is,
can you
yeah.
see how I've lost my shape of my rose a little bit? All I need to do is get number 1 back, because that was the shape of my rose, right, remember? And let's just grab a bit of orange again. And let's just pull it back a little bit. There's no rules in craft, right? It's a piece of card. If you do it and you hate it, change the colour, whatever you need to do, and there you go, look. So your hat, look at the difference there.
I think both of those look amazing.
Totally different. And here's one we did in pink and green, and I just smooched around the edge with a little bit of colour on there.
And remember, these are with the stencils that you're getting with your magazine. Right, we look at those, which look amazing. I'm going to remind you of the happy hour. And then for those of you tuning in late, we're going to go and tell you what the fantastic deal, the one-day special is. The happy hour's been very busy because it's amazing price. It's only £13.49, saving £26.50. So it's what? A third of its normal price?
So that's layering stencil,
yeah.
like this magazine, dies, a frame and stamps back and front of the girl.
For £13.49.
For £13. You couldn't even buy the die set for £13.
You could not, no. That's amazing value.
Amazing deal.
Okay, you can't afford to miss out on that one. You've got 28 minutes to get it, but it won't last. That is just unbelievable value for money. Right, while Tony gets ready to show us something else, I'm going to tell you that now over 80% of the brand new issue 1 of the premium magazine from Stamps by Me has gone. Let me remind you, obviously the key thing in here is that amazing magazine, but you're also getting amazing value for money on the lamination stencils that you just saw Tony use, and the die that will cut them out as well, and of course all the stamps that go with it and more as well. Remember that one at the bottom that just looked like a black blob is going to make me a card that looks as fantastic as that. It's the trees with their shadow in one stamp. I absolutely love that. So that entire bundle there is what to me is worth well over £50 in my mind, right? You're getting it for £29.69. Now, the magazine. In the early days, when we used to launch magazines, we'd spend a whole hour, look at this page and look at this page. But if you're like me, and when you buy a magazine, you actually want to enjoy it to yourself when you get it home. I'm not going to show you the inside of the magazine because there is some secrets in here as well that only people that buy the magazine will know about, okay? So all I can tell you that is the first third of the magazine, that much. Okay, so about 25, it's 30 pages. The first 30 pages is all jam-packed with tips, hints, projects, and information to help you craft better. The second 2/3 of the magazine is filled with, without a doubt, the best quality cardstock. It's 300 GSM that I've ever seen in a magazine. Normally, it's in the middle, and we call it magazine quality cardstock. It's about 180 GSM. It's a bit shiny. It's not proper cardstock. This is proper cardstock. You could take this out of here, right? We could give it an item number and put a price of about $14.99 on it and sell that as a set. That is just brilliant because you're also getting toppers, you're getting sentiments in here. Look, you're getting all those sentiments here. You've got, and what I love is, I mean, fussy cutting there, but you're not going to, one side is plain, the other side has your patterns on it. So you're not going to lose one side when you do that, if you see what I mean, because, you know, you can either use that lovely sage colour or you can use that wonderful pattern there. There's virtually no repetition. All of it is just beautiful, and it's yours as part of this brand new launch for 29, whatever it was. We're approaching limited stock. You're going to have to see a grown man beg during this hour, I think, to see if we can get any more. I don't know what that situation is. Tony gave us a lot of them. I'm not doing a forfeit. What, like put a slug under my lip, on my lip? No, no. That will never happen. I tell you what, though, you can get even fantastic, even better value if you're already a member of the Create and Craft and you know somebody who crafts who isn't.
Do you have friends and family who love crafting but are yet to shop with Create and Craft? Or maybe you're part of a craft group and you love to share a discount code with everybody Well, now is the perfect opportunity to refer a friend. They'll get 30% off their first purchase with Create and Craft, and you will also get 30% off your next purchase too. So how do I sign up? It's easy. Look out for details popping up next time you buy something from us online. Or keep an eye on our social media platforms, our info-packed emails, or of course on our website, createandcraft.com, for access to this fabulous opportunity. Now then, if your friend hasn't got the code to hand, don't worry, they can still shop, and then at checkout they can click on being referred by a friend, enter your details, and you can both still benefit. So, 30% off your friend's first shop with us, and then you'll get 30% off your next purchase with Create and Craft. Wow, what a time to spread the joy of crafting. So come on and gather your crafty crew together when you refer a friend.
Would you mind telling everybody what's in that happy hour one more time? Because it's gone absolutely ballistic after you explained the value of it.
That was, I think, a £40 product, you know. That's why you're getting a great saving on it. But basically, the stencil system you've just seen me create with the hearts in the corner, you layer the stencil system so you get that lovely frame. Then you get the dies, which go around the frame, and the exterior die to create the shaped cards. Then you also get the lovely lady's gown, so the front of her and the back of her, so you can create apertures within the frame, like she's walking away from a mirror, towards a sunset, towards you, anything you want to. It's just, and the frame can be utilised with anything, any branded products.
It's a frame, yeah.
I mean, like I said, the die alone is 20 quid.
Amazing. Okay, it's now limited stock, 379707. If you've got it in your basket, make sure you check out. In this type of show, it becomes a race to check out, not order. Not to get them in your basket, it becomes a race to get them out of your basket and considered sold. So just bear that in mind if you're still looking to see if there was any other bargains on the show.
It was funny because yesterday everybody's like, Tony, what time does the magazine go down? Because I had loads of messages, like, I think it's 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, just stand by. Anyway, when I got in today and they said, oh, we've sold a lot, I was like, yeah, they're all waiting.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I was sat trying to like eat some cornflakes. Phone went bing, 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 bing.
Love it.
Right, so let's just have a look through this magazine here. And I just want to show you this page, and you're probably thinking, I'm not sure, Tony, why you would do this.
They're HCC size, aren't they?
Everything in this magazine has a purpose, and I'm going to show you. So these sort of backgrounds in here, they're really complicated to replicate yourselves. You know, if you're not great at smooching and you're not great at blending with your brushes, to have these pre-printed like little ATC cards here is wonderful. And I'm going to show you why I like them so much. So I'm going to use the, in fact, let me show you something as well, because people are like, Tony, I don't want to ruin my book. Does it tear the paper when you...
Do I have to take the staple out?
Do I have to take... No staples. Watch how easy this tears out. They tear out beautifully. They're gummed in the centre so lightly that they just tear out like an absolute...
That's how you do it.
Do you know when I got this through, right, Martin, to proofread?
Yeah, of course.
The first thing I did before I read one single word was, can I get the papers out without causing chaos within my... And they came out like that. I'm like,
brilliant.
Already, signed off, done.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, they're limited
So they
stock
come out
now.
beautifully.
It's limited stock, everyone.
So let's have a look here. So here are some I've pre-cut already. So I've got 4 here. From what I've got left, okay? So let's get our stamp set and use that lovely reflection that Martin spoke about at the bottom here. Now, you could do this in gold embossing, you could do it in black, you could do it in grey, but to have the reflection system in here is wonderful because the reflection tells a story, and I love cards, personally, that tell me a story, whether it be a story about you, whether it be a story about me, or you've relinked something or related something back to me saying, can you remember when we went for that walk and you saw that reflection? This card is all about that. That's what I like. Just going back to those lovely stencils very quickly, these are some alternative colours, look. So we have some pinks and some silvers, we have pinks and greens, and then we have some yellows and oranges. And these are using that incredible die that comes in the set as well, so you can cut them free and have them as a 3D embellishment with your pads on the back as well. So totally your call, which is wonderful. So let's have a look what we're doing here. So I'm going to pick 3 of the panels. We'll go that one, and this one. I quite like this one with the splats on here. Then I'm going to take the trees, and we're going to stamp them in different ways on each panel. So let's just move this to the side. Let's do this one first. So the reflection is down the centre. So I'm going to pull it a little bit lower here. Let's just pop this in. Let's just get a black ink pad. Let's see what it looks like. So you could stamp it in white to make like a Christmas card, like white trees, trees with white snow on. Get your words out. Oh, don't want to use white though, do I?
No.
What a plonker. Giddy kipper.
Giddy kipper.
So let's get this inked up. So nice black ink pad. Now I always cover the stamp once to get the reflection at the top and bottom, and then the second time I just stamp, put some ink on the top of the stamp, and that's where you get the variation in colour. So already I've got my landscape there, which looks pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, it does.
And then I'll just take my black ink pad and just do the top here.
Yeah, real. Katie says real. I agree. It looks like it could be a photograph.
And then this time, hopefully, it'll just catch that top and give us a darker top and a lighter bottom. So now you can see, look how cool that looks. So wonderful. So I've done that one, so let's move that one out of the way. Let's bring in our next one. And we're going to get a different piece of the stamp this time, maybe go a little bit higher with the stamp. So the trees go right to the top. There we go. So each panel's going to have a different formation of the trees. So if you have a white gel pen, you can highlight the trees as if sort of like the sun is setting or coming through the moon, whatever it may be. So stamp once. Just move that out of the way. Yep. So you can see it's missed there, but the ink is still on my stamp there. It's because of my magnet. So I'm just going to go back in. There we go.
Perfect.
And then let's make the top a little bit darker. And then we have a nice dark top and a nice sort of like reflection. It's jaded a little bit is what I like as well. So that done there. And then this one, let's change up the stamp completely. Let's maybe just do the bottom. No reflection on this one, just the tops.
Okay. 95% of the new Booker magazine has gone. 95%, goodness me.
I know what Helen's thinking at home. Helen's on tomorrow for me, Martin.
Okay. Oh, is she? Kirkham.
She's like, Tony, there'll be some left, won't there? I went, yeah, there'll be some left.
Join Helen for the scan and cut tomorrow. She'll probably throwing stuff at the TV now. We're having a countdown.
And then we have them at the bottom there. Look, and as you can see, look at how those look snowy effects, stars. It's just, that's why I just love the panels. So let's just get rid of this for now. And let me just very quickly show you how I would put these into a card form. Now I have done a couple of videos as well showing you how to do these in more detail. But let's just grab a piece of black card and let's do a story. So start with the orange in the middle. So you could mat and layer them onto some white if you wanted to. And this is just going to give you that wonderful story. And then in the set as well, you also get sentiments as well. So, and stamps as well. So you can pick your appropriate stamp from the stamp set, or you could get one of these and watercolour over to push it back. But maybe just, I know pink's not really appropriate, but you can see now that's an instant card. One stamp, 3 different ways, morning, noon and night.
Definitely.
How cool is that?
It's fantastic, and that one stamp, and of course that stamp is included in the magazine. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah, why not?
Talk about it. We're now down to single figures on the happy hour as well. If you want that, you need to be quick. I don't think everybody realised, including me, just what amazing value that was until Toni saw it and her face dropped when she saw the price. Remind everybody again what we're getting.
A steal.
Yeah.
So basically you get your layering stencil system to do the frame. You can see from the packet front actually, you can see the frame and you can see the beautiful girl in the centre there, and there we go. So you get all of that lovely 3D frame. The outer die creates a shaped card. You can use that with any of the other lovely products. Then you have your stamp front and rear, and you also have your dies and layering stencils. Just
£13.49 for club members is amazing. Yeah, you won't see that again, so that's your final call, everyone. There'll be another happy hour at 9 o'clock tonight when Tony's back with Charlie. What they'll be doing, don't know. Right, okay, this is the final call for the one-day special right now. This is your Stamps by Me, Crafted with Love special edition premium magazine. It's issue number 1. I can tell you now, when this sells out, I'm going to be begging Toni if we can have some more. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know whether it's going to extended dispatch or whatever. I don't know. But if you want it immediately, on its way to you within the next few hours, if you like, tomorrow, basically, you need to order it right now. You need to put it in your basket and you need to check it out.
Okay, well, I think we need to have a break and have a negotiation about stock.
Have I got to? I haven't got to wear a slug or anything.
No, but
like
we
that.
need to talk about stuff.
Okay, well, they're telling me that it's now technically sold out. So I tell you what we're going to do. I am going to beg Toni Darroch on my knees right now while you watch this video, and we'll see what happens when we come back. Okay, we've had a bit of a negotiation. I'll let Toni explain what the outcome of this is, I think. Probably that's the best way.
Yeah, I've given more stock, but you're just going to have to bear with, like, maybe an extra day to get them out the door, because what we've given you already is going to take 3 days to get out the door.
Yeah. I don't think that's an issue, really, to be honest, because there'll be quite a few disappointed people at home. Toni gave us a massive stock because we knew that this was going to be popular. And remember, Toni isn't a huge business with hundreds of employees who are literally waiting on a packing line to get these packed and sent out. They're going to get all the orders from us. They're going to go home and send them out. That's going to keep them busy for 3 or 4 days. So Toni's prepared to allow us to have some more stock that we can bring to you, but you might have to wait 4 or 5 days for it to be sent out. I think that's fair enough.
That is fair enough.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much
I
for
have
everybody
no
at
more.
home.
You have the lot now.
Right.
You have it all, so...
Okay, can you tell me how many that is so I'll know whether it's going to last the night or...
500.
Okay.
Extra.
I don't know whether that will last the rest of the evening.
There is no more. You have it all.
I don't think, no.
No.
I mean, that's, I mean, that's a paltry amount, to be honest.
It's half
I'm
of from
kidding.
before, but, you know...
I'm kidding. Listen, that might see us through till 10 o'clock tonight. Charlie will have a show, but
well, Helen's
Helen,
here in the morning, so
yeah.
hopefully she'll pick it up in the morning. And
I hope so. I hope there's some left for you, Helen. I
Helen,
really
you're
do.
safe.
Yeah.
I got bullied.
No, I can't promise. Right, so let's go back to the beginning then, in case you've just tuned in. Already
Give us
sold
time
out.
to get 'em out
We're
the
not
door.
saying extended dispatch on this. What we are, I mean, they've put it on the screen, 11th of June. I guess we have to, for your benefit, for people who tune in later and don't realise that it's sold out earlier. So it's only a couple of days. So let's go back to the basics of what we've got here. This is the brand new Crafted with Love special edition premium magazine from Stamps by Me. There's been lots of magazine subscriptions in the past, and initially they were amazing. They honestly, some of those early ones, you just couldn't believe what they'd done. They'd given you a die, they gave you maybe a badge, and you got a magazine that had, you know, about 30 pages in it, and 20 of those were 180, 150 GSM printed cardstock. And they were great, okay? This lady's a little bit more classy than that. She's elevated that magazine bundle into something that everybody wants. What it is a premium quality magazine, okay? Now, if you have only just tuned in, I'm not showing you the first 30 pages because that's for you to discover when you get home. There are some prizes in there of things that are coming that we haven't shown you yet. So I'm not going to show you the first 30 pages, but I'll show you the rest of the magazine. And this is 300 GSM cardstock and some of the best I've ever seen in a magazine. No, not some of, the best I've ever seen in a magazine, because I have never seen a magazine with so much and such good quality cardstock in it. So you'll get that magazine, okay? There is so much great information in there waiting for you, but you're not just getting that. Tell them, Toni.
Yeah, so everything in this magazine with the inspirational content, I've provided in with the kit. So you've just seen the lovely A4 stamp set in there. So you've got some of our best selling concepts. So we have the reflection, we have the lamination gown, I'll demo that one next. We have the florals, we have some solid butterflies and hearts, and you can see from all the incredible samples down by the bottom, if you are a clean and simple card maker, it's got you covered. If you are more of a fussy cutter, you can build it in if you want to. Maybe you're just a stencil and just like stencils. For the price of it, it's just a lovely, lovely combination of creativeness from Stamps by Me. If you love Stamps by Me already, you've probably brought it before you even came to wear. But if you've never had a Stamps by Me product before, you're going to be blown away, because not only do we give you the inspirational content, it also has that QR code in there which gives you longevity. So I hold your hand throughout the whole process. I show you how to use all of the individual elements in the hope that you can take it off yourself, change it up yourself, and make the work your own. So you get the A4 stamp set, then moving on to the lovely layering stencils. Now, I'm biased, but I think we do the best 3D stencils ever. The 3D dimension that you get from so many little stencils.
Let me get what you made earlier.
So 5 stencils to create that look is like really, really cool. In my world, it's really, really cool. The dimension that you get from less plastic is wonderful. And you also get that lovely coordinating die. So there's no fussy cutting. So if you are a buildable card maker, then you can use the die. If you are a clean and simple card maker like this card here with the stencils, you can do that too. So we haven't put you in a box. You can be creative in your own way. All you need to do is change the colour, or you can follow every single card step by step, A, B, C, do exactly the same colour, exactly the same background, and you can replicate any of the cards that you can see on display.
And remember, all through the first pages of that magazine, there'll be QR codes that you can scan with your phone that will take you to video demonstrations, which Toni very kindly does for you as well. So it is an absolute brilliant collection, and so busy. As I said, sold out once already in the first 40 minutes, but we do have it back on slightly extended dispatch to give the guys time to get them out to you. There's loads on the website we haven't had time to see, which of course Helen will be showing you lots of tomorrow. We had a happy hour, that's gone. We also have some brand new lamination stamps. We could have not brought these lamination stamps in for a couple of weeks, because that magazine launch is strong enough to cover a full day. But Toni's brought us brand new lamination stamps as well. So we'll take a quick look at these, and then in the last couple of minutes we'll just have a look at what the magazine can do for us.
Absolutely. So the lamination is that 2-part system. So I know lots of you collect, but if you are a newbie here to Create and Craft the channel maybe, or you are a newbie to Stamps by Me, if you like the look of an artist feel but don't have the confidence to pick up a brush or colour and create those creative floral designs, then these 2-part stamp system makes you look like an instant artist. So the solid portion, which is the black stamp on the carrier sheet, in fact, let me show you, because it's all good talking about it. So on the back, on the carrier sheet here, we have the black stamp.
Yeah.
That's where you add the colour and you spray with water. You can see it there, that solid stamp there. Then you dry it with your gun, and then with the detail part here, which can be used as an entity on its own, you sit on top. And what happens then is it makes you look like you have picked up a brush and simply painted white spaces into a card. Yeah. Now, if you don't know where light and shade goes, and you're not an artist, and you're just a card maker like me and like everybody else, then we don't have to go to classes. These stamps are a great shortcut to get that look in 2 simple steps using a little bit of water. So that's that one. And then in the darker colour, it's this one here, which is beautiful. Maybe change up to a yellow and orange if you want to. But then the second stamp set that's in there is the more open design, a bit more poppy-esque is this one. And if you team it up with some embossing powder, which is beautiful, nobody would know if you hadn't told them that that was a 2-part stamp. No. It looks like maybe you've sprayed it with water and dropped some colour in and done the wet in wet technique. It's actually not, it's just 2 stamps. And I always say, don't I, if you're making 1 card, make 3, why not? Paint them up and just utilise them as you please.
100% amazing, absolutely amazing. I mean, it has been so incredibly busy. We've only got 3 minutes left, so there's not really any time to do another demo. But Toni, let's just go back to the magazine again. Just talk me through what you did to create these wonderful images here with the laminate, with the 3D stencils.
Of course. So mine are a little bit messy now, but go through the system 1 to 5 through the hearts. Just follow the system through, and you will be able to create design that looks like this. Okay, so any colour, any way you want to. But if you spray it, look what we did earlier. This is the sort of look you get if you spray. But if you want to die cut and you're a clean and simple card maker, then why not just keep it as sterile and as beautiful as you want to with that exterior die. Now these are incredible breakers for when you use your papers. So the papers are quite busy, and I love the papers. I mean, they just need a sentiment on, right? The artwork is there. That is just a card in itself for me. But if you team up the colour, you can absolutely bring these cards to life. Pop some pads behind, add a little bit of detail. You've got your sparkle pens, unfortunately I've sold out, but you've got your sparkle pens, add a little bit of sparkle, add a sentiment. You literally have cards that are the most adorable cards that fit through the whole 12 months of the year. So whether you want to do a Christmas rose, if you wanted to do a sympathy rose, roses are for Valentine's Day. So I've tried to do things that are generic but incredibly beautiful. So all you need to think about is, right, what colour am I going to do? What's my favourite colour? Or what's my neighbour's favourite colour? It's pink, right? She's getting a pink rose tomorrow. Yeah,
there you go. Okay, this has been a phenomenally busy hour. Happy hours sold out, main items sold out once already. We sold out of the eye inks. We sold out the storage. We sold out the glitter pens. What did you say your demo tonight?
I'll demo all lamination tonight, and the magazine as well.
A third of the stock of those are gone. Now you see Charlie's back at 9 o'clock with Toni, so you've got another hour to come tonight as well. But please do stay tuned, because I've got another fantastic show coming up with a lady I've not had the chance to work with before, Julia McNeil, JMC Designs. You've probably seen her products with Leone quite a few times as well. So I'm looking forward to doing that next after the break. I have to thank you.
Yeah, always. Simply. We always have good shows.
We do, but seriously, I mean, that sort of deal. And thank you for finally bringing a magazine that is filled with the best cardstock quality I've seen, and easy to get out.
You know, when I'm designing it, I'll think, what would Martin think?
I'm sure you do.
If I put oat in there, he's going to kill me.
Yeah, I'm sure. Toni, it's brilliant to see you. Thanks for your company. Please don't go anywhere. Make sure anything in your basket is checked out, because we're due another busy hour coming up next, and Toni will be back at 9. Thank you. Right, in an hour's time, the mayhem is loose again with some really useful boxes, and Mike Pickles and Charlie together. But right now, stay tuned for some Fruitopolis with JMC Designs.
Hi, my name's Jodie Johnson from Tonic Studios. Now, Tonic Studios was established in 2001, and they built the whole business on the cut. The knives, the scissors, the guillotines, and in recent years we've just built that whole business